Hello everyone, I'm going to tell you how this simple object can reach Zen and Nirvana when surfing. This is an object from a surfboard that goes under the board to channel through the waves so you can reach more speed and depth of a wave. Before I tell you how to surf, I'm going to tell you the history and origin of surfing. Surfing first originated in Hawaii, that it became the natives' way of life, and that it was seen as a way of life than a hobby. That surfing was a culture that cannot be viewed separately. They had a term for it. It was called surf fever. Surf fever was, again, a way of life and not a hobby. It was a way of how to distinguish life and how to experience life in these ways and how to have life lessons. That the surfing was first originated before this was invented. That before they had boards of wood, and that these woods will channel through the waves, that they didn't care about how to make themselves go faster. All they care about was enjoying the ride and how to ride the waves. It wasn't until modern technology that they started coming up with having more fins on boards and becoming wood to fiberglass. That I talked about the surf culture in the past and modern. That in the modern era now, surfing is more gendered. That it became a more male-dominated sport. But in the past, where surfing was originated in Hawaii, surfing was not viewed as a gendered sport. It was viewed as men, women, and children can go surfing and not be objectified because of their gender. That it was based on skills, and if you had the skills to ride a wave and to face waves, no one can say anything to you. That there's a lot of benefits when it came to surfing. That the most important health benefits of the surfing has on the human body is the increased endurance of energy. That when paddling out towards the break, your heart starts to pump, and when you start to get to the wave and to push off, to balance on the board, it's a full body workout. That surfing is so important for the heart health and cardiovascular activity. The research shows that surfing has the best recovery heart rates of all athletes, stated by 4N and Brown D. in this article of Surfing and Social Theory. How surfing benefits the mind through Zen is very important, because in order to surf, you must be present. You must be present with the surroundings. You must be present with your feet on the board. And that it is an interaction with nature. That it brings up the topic of a marine biologist, Wallace J. Nichols, conducted a research, states that there is evidence that water makes he or she happier based on science. That the water in the ocean is chemistry, it is biology, and it's psychology. That it is science and it's human nature. That when you feel Zen is because you're surrounded by happiness and you're surrounded by water, but you're also present with yourself so you can understand and feel the water. A female Bay Area pro surfer states that time stands still when she surfs barrel. This illustrates that she's more present and knows her surrounding, that she feels the now versus the before and after. That Zen is an important aspect through the mind to self-care through surfing and being in the open ocean. That surfing fosters the idea of Zen. Reaching Zen becomes more attainable when a person adapts the surfing lifestyle. In order to be the best surfer, you must remain calm and focus on your body and the nature around you. You must always never turn your back on the waves, because then you are not being present with yourself and nature around you. Valenti states that in order to become the best at everything, you must strive for resilience both inside the water and outside the water. This has fostered her idea of life and life lessons she encountered during and surfing. Zen is a very important idea through surfing, because it's the only sport where only team you have to work with is yourself and nature. You have to learn how to communicate to understand your body and how to work with nature impacts, influence, and movements. That you cannot predict nature. That nature is It's unpredictable. That you're totally removed from the rest of life back on land. That you become part of your body, the most dynamic thing on earth. You're part of the waves, you're part of the rips, the fish, the sand, and the little drops of ocean. This was stated by a surfer of Kelly Slater that demonstrates that surfing is life. And that in order to make it your lifestyle, you must respect yourself, but you must also respect the ocean. That you must respect everything around you, because this is the only element that's going to make you ride the waves. In conclusion, surfing is more important than is more than a water sport. And it's an essential aspect to understanding life and benefiting the human body and mind spiritually and mentally. Now that I introduced you with all the importance of surfing culture and how this ocean water sport has impacted the body and mind through the idea of Zen and why Zen is important to find yourself and your spirituality. It's been a pleasure being with you all, and thank you for listening to me.